We're late.
By a little
By
while.
like 2 years, I think.
Has it been 2 years?
More like
since
8 years.
Plus?
But hey, you know what? Better late than never. So, remember back when we did Sonic Mania? Well, now we're gonna do Sonic Mania Plus.
Ooh.
Which, in my opinion, is not that good
Oh.
of an upgrade. I personally like regular Mania.
But look at those two wascally wodents.
Who's there?
Two rather, obscure Sonic characters given life once again, thanks to this update. And, I mean, you say what you see that, Matt? I honestly think this is a pretty decent update for what it's worth. Because, yeah, I mean, it includes a brand new post-game mode and also brings back the lovable Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel from Sega Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
So people can finally shut up about them.
That's fine. Excuse me, yeah. But, oh, jeez.
Oh god.
Remember, this game did it well.
So the Encore mode pretty much takes place after the events of Forces, if you can believe that. Sonic returns home from his rather mediocre adventures back in modern Sonic Land.
He was like, yeah, could have done better.
Yeah, for some odd reason, the Phantom Ruby still lives. I'm pretty sure we shattered that.
What? Yeah, we destroyed it.
Yeah,
Angel
let's go
Island.
follow it.
Okay. But yeah, so this is considered a different game from Mania 1?
Well, not
more
a
or
different
less.
game,
It's
just
pretty-
like a...
It's a post-game mode, basically. A new game plus, pretty much.
Also,
Yeah.
just
Okay.
going to say, I still have the theory that the Phantom Ruby we saw in Forces was just an inkling, just a small little bit of the power of the real Phantom Ruby, and the real one was like trapped in a vortex or something.
Oh, well, just like that. We already found him. Yay!
Mighty
which-
and Ray!
Now, which one do we free... I was about to say, now, which one should we have tag along? Because that's an interesting thing. You can actually pick which one of the two can accompany you.
Let's see, we could go for the more popular one. Or,
Armadillo.
never mind. I didn't mean to do that. Stop.
And Ray is like,
Aww.
oh,
I was gonna say
Ray
we could
was-
have gone for the more popular one, or we could have gone for the more fun one. I ended up going with the popular one by complete accident. Whoops.
Wop wop.
well, we can get Ray later, though, right?
Oh, of course we can. But for now, yeah, here's Mighty the Armadillo. His special ability is that he can literally pound the ground. And, well, he's also, with his hard shell, he's pretty much impervious to spikes. For a brief moment.
Nice.
Say that one more time. What's his special ability?
He can pound.
Oh my.
Anywho, and let's defeat. What the? No!
Oh, yeah. Let's just say that through the power of the Phantom Ruby, the events of Sonic Mania have pretty much, well, been reversed and somewhat remixed.
I thought we killed the magician.
I thought we killed them all. But I guess, thank you, Plot MacGuffin. So yeah, welcome aboard to the Encore mode. And unlike the original playthrough that we did a while back, this one's going to be live. And, you can go ahead, Matt.
To be fair about the magician, she is an illusionist. We could have destroyed her illusion, as opposed to her.
True.
Also, yes, it is a female. Look it up.
I still
Okay,
find it weird that there needs to be, like, differing genders, because they're robots.
Well, I mean, you say that, but, oh, hey, Knuckles.
Oh.
How'd I get here?
What am I doing here? Help me. But yeah, back to what you're saying, Jason. Yeah, we're doing this live.
We're doing
Because
this live,
Discord
and
works once again.
honestly, this is mostly something I'm just doing for kicks. So, if for those expecting me to do a full Emerald playthrough of this, look elsewhere.
Watch our original playthrough.
Yeah,
We
because
did
I was
that
about to say,
already.
I don't think the ending really changes that much.
There's a
Does it-
cute
does
little
it-
ending
it
you
does-
get if you get all the emeralds. But honestly, what I'll probably end up doing is that I do have my fully completed save file, so I'll just use that to show that off. But in the meantime,
Okay.
yeah,
Didn't they change how you get the Chaos Emeralds in this version?
No?
somewhat yes.
Oh?
Special ring locations have been changed, and basically how it goes is that in a way the special stages are sort of done in reverse.
In what fashion?
Well, for starters, basically remember. Oh, well.
Sorry,
But,
these
dogs.
dogs.
Like remember the last special stage we went through, the one that was all spacey and stuff.
Right, with UFOs and stuff.
Technically, we're going to be going to that first.
Now the armadillo's with us.
Yep, because
Yeah.
we're hitting because these boxes, when you hit them, gives you that partner. Aha!
There we go. Now then, let's
And we
see, I
can-
do this, and I'm still Sonic. Oh well.
but it looks like if you get another one, so I see the symbols in the lower left show who is currently in your roster. So we have K for Knuckles and R for Ray. The next time we find another Switch ring.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
I remember
pinball!
these.
Spinball's back.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I
the,
forgot about this. This is the one edition I like because I like pinball machines. Heck, I own a pinball machine. I own a pinball machine over. It's over in this room I'm in right now.
Let's see if we can try to get Tails this time.
Although, unfortunately, the pinball machine is kind of broken.
What did we get? Oh, fire shield.
Fire shield, pretty much. And the more times you try to go for more items, you do have to go higher up the pinball table. And one thing I also like is that what's playing in the background is a remix of the one of the theme songs from Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. I think this is Treacherous Tower.
Well, it makes sense considering Mighty and Ray.
I like
Yeah.
how nobody cares that I own an actual legitimate pinball
Well, what pinball machine is it?
Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the original Jurassic Park. And it has all these awesome sound effects. The only problem is it's broken because the spare balls won't like appear at all.
Dang.
Man.
And yeah, it doesn't work.
There we go. Alright, let's try again for
Alright.
Tails and... Dang it. No Tails for me, and I gotta go even higher if I really want Tails that badly. But honestly,
Okay,
we're kind of pressed for time, so I'm gonna bail out for now.
Wow, what a quitter.
Well, I'd like to see you try
Oh,
better.
bless you.
I'm
Let's
not
try
the
again.
best at pinball
Oh,
stuff.
knocking. Oh, there we go. And with that said,
Okay.
yay, now I have access to Ray the Flying Squirrel, who's literally Kate Mario from Mario World.
Yeah,
To
that's
a
his
T
big
and-
gimmick.
It works.
This boss.
Again.
This is interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
I think with the exception of one particular boss, all the bosses in this are pretty much the same as in the regular mode.
Which is fair. It's supposed to just be a re-release. It's a remastered or whatever.
By the way, who are you supposed to be?
You know, me. Snuggles.
I'm me.
Hi, me.
Unknown from ME, as he calls himself.
I know you're you. No, I'm me. I'm just a fool right now. But yeah, we're recording this on Halloween because it's been kind of a slow day, and we are not. And we didn't want to go insane doing Luigi's Mansion just yet.
Yeah, that'll
the
be
full
later. And
roster.
there we go. The true partnership has been restored.
And yeah, if we do that, if we do Luigi's Mansion, then people will complain about spoilers. Despite the fact that everybody knows the goddamn story.
Spoilers. I think that wascally King Boo is up to something.
Yet, well, you say that, Matt, but to be fair, would you have been upset if I spoiled the ending of Endgame even though we know the exact same Devil Day and Endgame of that?
No, because I'm one of those people that don't mind spoilers. You already know this.
True.
Well, not
So-
everyone's like that. Some people don't want to be dicks.
So James, do you think that was there
I
anything
know,
else
I know.
about this version? Was there anything else about this version that you think is perhaps better or makes it more preferable than the original Mania?
Well, the whole thing with Encore mode is that, well, basically, you don't even have a live system per se. The only lives you have are the characters that you save. So all 5 of those icons you see there, that's all I got.
Huh.
And also, just another thing I just realized, like, you make that mistake about, like, only a moron would care about spoilers in a Mario game. I used to think that up until Odyssey.
Fair. No, it's okay. We're just saying like that's Odyssey was the exception. Oh jeez.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real here. How many of us were really expecting a goddamn Elder Scrolls dragon to suddenly pop up?
That was crazy. Oh, what the?
This looks like a
Oh,
dog
hey,
from
big hand.
Mighty the Armadillo and his amazing hard-ass shell.
I will still admit this still was pretty intimidating out of nowhere. Oh yeah, hey big hand.
Yeah,
Big Hand,
fucking
just
Death
egg
Egg
bot.
Robot in Green Hill.
Death Egg Robot.
What kind of warped reality is this? Oh wait.
Oh,
almost
sure,
like-
you'll take me seriously if the Death Egg Robot's in Green Hill, but if the Dragoon's in Green Hill, then you think it's
The
boring.
Dragoon was just silly though.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Oh.
And he's down yet again.
Wait,
Catch
get
it, catch it.
I said
catch
get it.
What if it just flew off and you're like, well,
Well,
we're
we
gonna go
tried.
down the cliff. No! Oh, okay, we don't go down the cliff. Okay.
Well, don't
Birds-
worry,
Oh
they
no,
can
that
fly.
bird's dead. Okay. If the rabbit does the.
Now they're all. Oh, I guess we're going down with
Wait.
them.
Oh.
Yeah, because remember, this is what happens next.
Okay.
So yeah, from this point on, basically, the story pretty much plays out almost exactly as you expect it to. Though, let's also remember here that when the Plus update came out, like the base game itself actually made some very drastic changes. Like for example, every level has a transition.
Oh. Oh.
Ray,
okay,
are you
here we
doing
go.
okay? Your tail was a little.
No,
Yeah, he's just...
Here's my thing. I don't know. I know that they only gave like Sonic a reaction for putting the drip
And Knuckles.
and Knuckles, but they didn't give. But since they give the Armadillo here, do you think every character now has a reaction?
Oh yeah, every character has a reaction now, including Tails, who in the first release of the game didn't have one, but they did have one planned. It just didn't make the first release, but it has been implemented since the Plus update. So yeah, now it feels a little more whole to play as Tails.
Okay.
Now I have an excuse to play as Tails. I want to ask, like, the remixes that are playing here, are they the exact same remixes, or did they actually do some retouch-ups for Plus?
No, they're all pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's out. Which, hey, it's not bad. I love T-Loops.
Oh yeah,
I know,
oh, yeah,
I'm
absolutely. Though speaking
I'm
of
just-
which, all the original stuff that's exclusive to the Encore mode was actually not composed by T. Lopes.
Huh.
Oh.
Believe it or not.
Oh, who
Like
did
the
that?
Angel Island, like the Angel Island remix we heard earlier, that was not him because I guess he was too busy at the time. So they hired someone else whose name I don't immediately recall. But that would explain why there was that fourth logo in the opening screen earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's too busy at the moment composing the music for Some Call Me Johnny.
Among others.
Huh.
Well,
Really?
there's that,
Does anybody,
Team Sonic Racing, and...
You guys do know that Some Call Me Johnny's theme is done by this
We
guy,
know.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
I said. Yeah.
he creds it in the intro.
Okay.
It's kind of like how one of Jim Quisition's theme songs was done by Danny Baranowski.
Huh.
Oh.
We should get our theme song done by somebody.
I do still think it's criminal. Yeah, no, I'm not. I was about to say criminally something, but no, I just think it's.
It's not impervious to the blue juices.
I just think it's outright criminal that Game Grumps only used the theme song that Grant Kirkhope made for them one time.
Yeah.
Never again.
Maybe the reason that they didn't is because they had to pay residuals for every single time it's played.
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, but they're like millionaires now. I don't think that would matter much.
But this was back before they got rid of their humility.
Okay.
It really is a sad shame to think that they became millionaires just because of their whole time being the Grumps.
Yeah.
Because I still remember back when, we all remember back when Aaron was Ego Raptor and was, well, you made a living making such iconic animations, and now, well, that's all said and done.
Actually, just speaking of...
I still miss Metal Gear Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, actually, just speaking of those animations, I find it hilarious that now, at the time of recording this, the 22nd issue of the IDW series is up. That issue made the Awesome Chaotix video relevant for reasons that I will not say because of spoilers, but it's just, yeah.
So silly.
Thanks!
But yeah. And I know that's right. I know I have to do that recording for you a little bit later today.
Wait, recording of what?
That one comic thingy, the pumpkin
Oh,
patch
right,
one.
okay.
As soon as Jordy gets her charming thing done. But yeah, other than that, again, this just continues to stand as testament that I'm sorry, Sonic Team, you guys can do better. I know you guys can do better, and you guys just need more time. And
They can
until
do better
then,
if they hire Chris Whitehead.
they should. I think a game with Christian Whitehead and Ian Flynn together would be really nice. I think it would have a really good chance.
I mean, like I said, Ian Flynn is running for games now, so there's no, real hurdle to go over.
Honestly, I'm surprised at this point they haven't gotten Ian Flynn to write for the Sonic games. Considering he's like half the reason why anything beyond the games actually has better writing.
Yeah, again, like a friend of mine
Well,
is
not
not a
counting Boom,
Sonic.
but even then, that's
Yeah,
No, I'm
kind
just saying right now. I'm just saying outright. A friend of mine is a Sonic fan. I showed him the IDW comics, and he's like, "Where has this good story been my whole life? Like, this is it's a good story."
No, I was thinking about. I was like, wait, did he write Boom? I was like, oh no, okay, but
No, but that TV
He wrote a
studio
few
is still
episodes,
pretty
from what I
decent.
remember.
And didn't that TV studio go on to work on the Wacky Racers cartoon or something?
I think some of the writers did, but I don't know if
Actually-
the entire studio did.
actually, is Boom still going, or is that?
No,
not...
it ended years ago.
What?
It ended a while. It ended a while
Oh.
ago.
I didn't know if it stopped or not.
It stopped after season 2.
It had a decent run. There were a couple. There were a couple stinker episodes.
Did it have an actual ending, or did it just?
About as much of an ending as Boom can have.
Fair
I mean,
Right.
from what I remember, didn't it end on like a four-parter?
I don't know about four-parter. It ended with Shadow pretty much threatening to destroy the entire multiverse just because he was pissy about a prank pulled on him.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's where this transgression will not stand.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, and I guess that's the thing is that like they did about as much of a job as they could. We're like, of course they're gonna make a finale for the season. They just, I'll agree. I will say this, Matt. I don't think that they were intending that to be the series finale, but they definitely meant for it to be a season finale.
Actually,
Yeah.
speaking of
Oh,
finales,
Knuckles.
Ooh.
speaking of
Oh, here we go again.
Speaking
Hey,
of
mind if I play?
finales,
Oh, hey, Knuckles.
Okay.
I would love if Knuckles, real quick. I would love if Knuckles actually jumped into your field and started helping bash away.
Yeah, I was about to
Peleos
say
help you.
he would have been like backseat gaming.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
Right.
Would
Okay, back
anybody
to
like
you.
to know about a
Oh,
finale that
damn it!
wasn't? Yeah.
Like,
Would
continue.
Go ahead.
Would anybody like to know about a finale that wasn't meant to be a finale?
What's
I
that?
don't know. Also, wait, real quick, James. If you put a green one there beside the yellow one, then you can. Oh, that works. Nice.
Or that.
Ah, yeah,
But
back
yeah,
to you.
finale
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
meant to
what
be
was
a
the
finale.
Yeah, go ahead.
So recently the Blu-ray of the Batman Beyond came out, and Batman Beyond was 3 seasons and 1 movie. Believe it or not, that movie wasn't really meant. Like, it turned into the finale for the show for a while, but it was nowhere near intended to be the finale.
Huh. Also,
Because-
wow, Eggman, I did not expect you to really crap the bed on this one. Look at that. Look at that.
I didn't have
messy
time to
tower
practice.
placement.
Cut me a little slack.
And finish him off. Come on, do the finisher before he. Come on, do the
Wait,
finisher
come
before
on.
he screws it over.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Not the
Yeah,
best finisher,
that's,
but
the,
it
mo-
still
that's the
works.
most I'm gonna make out of this.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
still
Back to you. Back to you. Back to you, Hype. Back to you, Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
So originally they stopped at season 3, but they planned a 4th season. It's just that some of the staff they had to put on hold a bit so that they could work on the Justice League cartoon.
For what's worth, I did really like the Justice League cartoon.
Yeah, so guess what never finished?
Justice League cartoon.
No, guess
Oh, the Justice League cartoon finished.
yeah.
Just
No, they planned on going back to Batman Beyond,
Oh,
but they never did.
well,
yeah. What's up?
I didn't realize there was a platform there that could take me up that trail of rings, and then all of a sudden it just flies away back to its home planet.
I must descend now.
By the way, folks,
Let's go now.
guess what song made it to Smash Brothers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Did he off?
By the way, I will say, I'm sure some people agree with me on this. I do find it somewhat disgusting that we get one Mania track, but Forces gets 3 tracks.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sonic Forces is considered a main Sonic game, so I guess that's the reason why, but I don't know. I still appreciate the fact that, T-Lopes actually got his song in one of the biggest party brawlers of all time.
Oh, I
He
know. I'm
deserves
just
it.
saying. I would have liked if it was just
Did
more
you just
than
say
this.
one of? Because you know that it just is, right?
It is one of the best. Well, I don't think it's the best game of all time, but it is one of them.
No, he said biggest party brawl.
I think what I should have said is one of the most acclaimed fighters of all time. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Also, James, how hard is this to do while talking and playing at the same time?
You'd be surprised, considering the fact that I actually haven't played Sonic Mania in quite a while.
Well,
Fair.
actually, if I could just make a quick joke, like James was saying, okay, one of the most acclaimed fighters of all time, you happy now? Meanwhile, the hardcore fighting game community is like, excuse me?
I happen to be part of that community, thank you very much.
It's fine.
We like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Sorry, we couldn't say that with a straight face.
Matt, that timing couldn't have been perfect considering the fucking fun police showed up.
Oh, it's always like Infinite! That's how it's like Infinite!
We already have a game that has infinite in it.
No, not that one.
But anyway, by the way, really quick back to the Batman Beyond thing. Believe it or not, they actually finally did make a proper finale for the series.
Yeah,
In the
definitely
form
did.
of a Justice League Unlimited episode.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
forgot that.
and actually, the fun thing is that episode was not only meant to be the finale to Batman Beyond, but also the finale to the Justice League cartoon. And
Huh.
then they made a third season.
Well, that defeats the purpose, though, don't
Well, no,
it?
actually, technically, that would. If you want to be technical, that's the 5th season. It was just the 3rd season of Unlimited.
No, I
Okay.
meant, yeah, no, I meant
Whoa.
Unlimited. But yeah.
Oh, I guess actually, I'm so sorry. I realize I now, for relevancy with the game, I forgot to ask. James, is there a character that you prefer playing the most out of now a total of 5 of them?
I think I made my point clear that it was Ray the Flying Squirrel.
Yeah,
That is fair. You can be pretty much as the new cheese.
the new cheese.
But no, I mean like cheesing, like you can cheese the game by flying. But
I
I thought Tails is the best flyer.
Well, he was up until
well,
this game.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, technically, what am I trying to say? Technically, Ray is more of a glider than a flyer, but that gliding can be very easy to exploit.
Oh,
Right.
okay, I hear you. Tails still has a limit to how long you can stay in the air, while Ray,
Right.
if you're good with it, can
Well,
indefinitely.
again, it's basically the Cape Feather from Mario
Oh,
World.
don't mind us.
Okay. Oh,
And so,
Act
welcome
two.
back to ATV.
same egg channel. Sorry, back to you. Now back to you, Matt, about the Justice League.
Go watch Batman Beyond and go watch that Justice League cartoon episode called Finale. Or no, Epilogue.
Okay.
Sorry, it's called
Yeah,
Epilogue.
epilogue.
Oh, and
Honestly, you don't even have to stop there. I'd argue the entire Justice League cartoon is really good.
Oh no, yeah, the Justice League cartoon is great. Okay. I'm going to be blasphemous. I think that the best DC animated show is Batman Beyond.
Well,
That's not a bad opinion to have. I mean, that's basically Seeley's favorite DC show.
It's such a good show, in my opinion. The character, the story, the writing, the acting, it's all so good.
and
Oh, my luck was not very good there.
hey, hi.
Actually, really quick, one of my favorite things
Uh-huh.
about that show is that Will Friedle, who plays Terry McGinnis in that show,
Right.
he was on a recent YouTube video with
Oh, there it is.
so he is also Ron Stoppable, right?
Right.
The actress for Kim has her
Didn't
own.
mean to do that. God damn it.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Is he stuck in there?
No, I'm not stuck. I'm just trying to get back up there.
No, I mean
There you
Sonic
go.
himself. That's why you switched.
Well, I was
you may
trying
be
to
stuck.
press
Anyway.
the switch button so Sonic would. There you go. That's what I wanted to happen. Sheesh. I'm back.
I was gonna say, okay, I'm sorry, I have to ask this before I lose my train of thought. Hype, you said different from Mania. Mania Plus allows you to have 2 characters
What the-
side by side like this.
Nothing happened.
Whoops.
Okay.
Hype.
What's that?
That different from Mania. Mania Plus allows you to have these 2 characters side by side like this.
I guess so. I don't remember being the one bringing that up though.
You mentioned it earlier, like with the co-op and the 2 different characters when we first picked Mighty and.
Oh yeah, that. I figured that it was already explained through there.
Does this mean, James, that like you can technically do like some of the Sonic 2 moves, like have Sonic jump onto Tails to fly up?
Oh no, that stuff you can still do. I don't think you can do like Advanced 3 type of stuff.
Aw. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the advanced 3 special maneuvers aren't present in this game, and I mean, granted,
Would you say that they are
Partially.
special to Advance 3?
I guess.
pretty much.
Ow.
I'll just get to the corner.
No, you're fine. I don't know
It's
where
also
I don't know why my
actually
voice
make these
did
jumps a
that.
little better.
I don't know why
try
my
that
voice
now.
did. You got this.
Yeah, the
I'll
platform was
probably-
wasted. Well,
Alright, off we go.
like I said, it has been a little while since I last played Sonic Mania. I only really did this because, I mean, this is something we sort of planned for a while now. We just never had a good time to really do so.
Yeah, and I don't think we should really stress too much about being a perfect run because, in case James didn't mention it, this is basically just going to be a standard run. We're not going to bother getting the emeralds and whatnot.
And again, if I do kind of want to show off the special ending, but I already have a save file I can use in the event.
Honestly, you know, getting ready to knock on wood, since we're not having to go out of our way to get emeralds, I kind of figured that, like, we could be able to knock out all of Mania Plus in, like, maybe 1 or 2 sessions.
Probably wouldn't
We
take too
could.
long. I mean, we're already nearing the halfway point.
Almost.
I feel like we're reaching the halfway point almost.
I think we'll reach the halfway point once we get to either Stardust Speedway or Hydro City Zone.
Did you
Alright.
just say hydrosity?
I
Hydrosity,
almost
yeah,
did.
'cause that's what I called it.
I was about to say, it's
boy,
kind
everyone's favorite show, the Eggman Weather Channel.
Oh, 5 chance. Oh, look, it's the weather over here.
How's
Since
the
I played-
weather?
And here's the weather, how it was like for us about a month ago.
Oh god. Oh, he's
There
bad.
goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do other characters have different attack values when whacking Eggman?
No, everyone's attack values are pretty much the same. The only thing you have to
Yeah.
be wary about with that particular fight is that, much like Sonic 3, Knuckles' jump is a little lower compared to everyone else. So if you're
Everybody
stuck
be
with just
quiet?
him, then you would have to wait until Eggman's machine overheated.
Everybody be quiet. Oh, I thought it was.
Oh,
gonna
well,
be-
we already know it's there
we
anyway.
talked right through it. Yeah, that they still kept that infamous little thing. And I'm surprised
Yeah,
that
Sonic's
I'm so surprised that Sega were completely okay with them doing that.
I
Well,
mean,
I feel like in Sega's case, they thought it was just such a minute detail that they figured it wasn't worth fighting over.
I mean, I think if you even take a glance at Sega's like Sonic's Twitter and stuff, I think they pretty much more so than any other company. I genuinely think Sega understands that there is marketability in
Yeah,
being able
honestly,
to laugh
oh,
at
look at
itself. Oh,
yeah, because that's what do you know?
I think to show off once.
Yeah, let's let let's let Mighty take care of it. I'm fucking get the two mixed up. Anyway,
Let's see what
welcome
he
to
looks
this-
like in 3D.
Here's what it looks like in 3D, and welcome to the very last level of the regular special stage mode.
Jeez.
Again, they pretty much put everything in reverse.
Does this mean they get easier the further you go in
Oh
the game?
no! They kept the aesthetics the same, but the level design still is different.
Oh,
And they
okay.
did take into account how ball-bustingly hard like some of the later levels were, and they amped it up from there.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah,
So
I just
me
wanted
getting
to
this
go back
emerald is probably going to be luck-based.
Yeah, I was just about to say, just going back to what we were saying about Sega real quick, that is one thing that I do kind of, in an odd way, respect about Sega, is that for all the faults they have...
No!
Oh,
Yeah, I had no chance.
oh well.
Of course not.
But anyway, I was just saying, like, for all
I
the
got
faults they
rusty.
have- it's fine. I was just gonna say, like, for all the faults that Sega has, I do oddly respect the fact that they're perfectly capable of, like, laughing at themselves and acknowledging, yeah, we done make a goof.
But again,
Although
like,
I
think-
can't help but feel they've done it to some sort of obnoxious degree with all the memes that they spew. Wait, I just went this way, didn't I?
Yeah,
This is where you
Yes,
came
I did.
from.
Whoops.
down we go.
Slow going, folks. Slow going.
But yeah, I guess I could ask, just in case we didn't get into like a whole lot of detail with it, Matt. I do want to ask, like, you made it kind of clear that you consider this like to be a somewhat inferior port up of Mania. Are there any particular reasons why you think that?
I can't remember. It was either the completionist or some call me Johnny that basically showed why. I think one of the reasons it gets rid of lives, and I don't know, it kind of does it worse in my opinion. I don't know. I forgot.
I mean, I guess it's tricky because if you're
Forget I
really used to No, I
They're
get
fun.
it. I get it. Like, it's tricky because if you're really used to using one particular character, then losing that character can be really, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
also
no,
honestly,
that's it.
I-
It's because instead of a life system, it's the characters represent the lives, and you only get 5.
until you find other ones. You can still find other characters, yeah, but I hear you. You get you have an upwards max of 5, and then if you lose one, you have to find another one again. But you can never get more than 5. I get you.
That's fair.
Also, I'm just gonna throw this out there, just a suggestion. I think after this stage or the next stage, we should probably take a quick like cap off the recording, just so that we don't lose everything at once in case something bad happens.
Oh, of
That's
course.
fair.
But we're almost there.
I will say that the most common criticism I do tend to hear about Sonic Mania Plus is that for the $5 price tag, the most you really get is the 2 characters, which I think by themselves is a pretty decent, worthwhile investment. But otherwise,
How'd I get
the Encore mode in itself, I mean, they do sort of remix the tracks, but at the same, the levels. At the same time, though, the actual changes to the levels aren't really all that substantial.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I am-
wondering how long
I-
it'll
I-
take you to realize you're Sonic again.
Yeah.
Well, I pointed out. I was like, "Hey, how'd I get here?"
I was saying, like, agreeing with James, I genuinely did not think these levels were different at all. I thought we were just straight up just playing a port up.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there are some changes, but they are very few and far between. So I guess on that account, yeah, I can understand why some people would feel like they deserved a little better for the $5 admittance fee.
For me, I don't mind so much, mainly just in a sense of, like, as a reminder, Mania at its base was originally digital exclusive, plus is the first time it ever actually got physical releases, and for me, that usually likes to stick to physical releases. That made me pretty happy.
That's fair.
That's good.
It definitely feels like something that would be less of a blow for physical buyers than digital.
I forget.
Look at all this junk.
Whoa.
Wow.
I forget, Matt, if we already talked about. Did you ever play Plus or even the original Mania?
Yes, I played the original Mania.
Yeah,
and
he
Plus.
was. I was about to say he was in the commentary, and he
I
did mention
forget.
that.
I forget.
That's fine.
It's very easy, but I was gonna say, did you play Plus?
I did play a bit of Plus, and yeah.
For old time's sake.
Haha.
Wait.
But I mean, okay, but I think. Oh, are you serious? Oh, there.
It's not working.
Wait, the
My
lever
tails
or
are tired.
Really, Tails? Now?
he just woke him up. His tails are still asleep. He's got to
I
wake
was
him
about
up.
to say, I was about to say, I love that excuse about how, like, people make the argument about, like, Tails doesn't really need a plane because he can fly with his tails, and it's like,
Am I not allowed to get tired?
It's like, geez, I'm not a machine. But no, okay, almost just gotta survive a little bit. There we go. What was I gonna say?
I'm sorry, real quick, it's like,
I'm not a machine.
I can change that.
Jeez, I'm only trying to help.
I mean, I changed that like 18 times.
Uh-oh. Showtime. Yeah, what was I gonna say is, I think what it kind of boils down to with Mania Plus is that it could just be it's probably another case of, I guess it's just another case of, if you've never played Mania, if you never owned Mania, then I think Plus is the best deal because it gets you everything.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you've already played Mania, then arguably, if you're not a huge fan of Mighty or Ray, you're probably just as fine just continuing to own Mania, I guess. I mean, it's kind of the same reason with like why. Whoa! Oh, I love how just delicately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do still kind of like how in the original campaign with just Sonic and Tails, like Sonic's the one that gets caught up, but Tails actually does fly himself to safety.
Yeah.
By the way, can I just say, I do love this level, and but it's not my favorite in the game. But I will say, it is a better Sky level than in Advance 2.
Well, that's not a hard
Oh
claim to
yeah,
make,
Sky Canyon.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'll have to say, that's not... Oh.
Nah. I noticed there was a character swapping monitor there, and I was too late to notice.
Oh, well. Well, I guess I can ask, because Because I don't think this is something we talked about either. Like, before Mania came out, what would you say was your guys' favorite classic era Sonic game?
Actually, it's funny because earlier today I noticed like there was this whole unpopular Sonic opinions thread that you applied to and my friend Marcus did. Basically, I know this is kind of controversial, but when it comes to like the classic Sonic quadrilogy, I kind of like. I think I prefer Sonic CD out of the four.
That's fair.
I like some of the levels in Sonic CD and the music as well, but Sonic 2, mainly because that is the first one I played and I grew up on.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that I...
Unless Sonic Advance 2 counts, in which case that.
Well, I will say I'm kind of on a similar boat with 2, in that I think 3 Knuckles is an objectively better game, but I honestly get more fun out of playing 2.
That's fair. Honestly, it's weird with Sonic 2, because I still think that game is great, but I feel like I kind of outgrew that game. Like, it's one of those... It's not, it doesn't feel quite as fun to play as it did way back when I was, like, a child. So I feel like part of it is because Sonic 3 kind of spoiled me.
Well, that's fair. I think the reason for me is that, like, because, you know, 3 Knuckles is definitely faster, but I think it also, to a slight extent, kind of makes it drag a bit, whereas with Sonic 2, it's a lot more to the point and quick about things, which makes it a lot easier to replay.
That's completely fair.
What about you, Logan?
With classic Sonic games?
Yeah.
I mean, I genuinely have had the most experience with 3 and Knuckles. That's been like, I played it on the PC, I played it on the GameCube. I forget what it was called, but it was a Sonic Collection for the GameCube, and I remember playing 3 and Knuckles.
Oh, Sonic
on that.
Mega Collection?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's a great collection.
right, I think we did a couple videos on that back in the day, right?
I don't think we did, but I do remember. I actually have that collection. It's really amusing. Like, the selection of games, and the fact that you can actually see, like, cover art of, like, I think the first 100 issues of the Archie series, you know, before
yeah.
Flynn was on board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back in the Doc and Penda days.
Yeah. Well, I know he wasn't, like, the very OG writer. He just cut on board after, I think, like, was it Endgame the arc where you said?
I think he was started with Endgame.
That being said, again, I think we've talked about this. That being said, I think we've talked about this. So it's random which alternate character gets swapped in.
Random. Honestly, yeah, random. It's just whatever, really. Like,
okay.
I press V and suddenly Tails.
Okay. But if you get the if you
in these random places?
But if you hit the TV that has the 2 arrows, then it does go in the set order in the lower left when it's swapping people out.
And then Knuckles looks back, like, wait, how long have you been following me for?
But
oh my God, you were talking.
I'll call you Knuckles Jr.
Actually, I was about to say, oh my God, you have 2 tails.
Oh, what's up with that? But no, I think I mentioned this plenty of times in our previous recordings. Like classic Sonic, I mainly played Sonic at friends' houses. I don't know how to do double plurals like that. I never owned a Sonic. Okay, putting it this way, I genuinely did not own a Sonic game until games like Sonic Heroes and Sonic Riders and stuff. I played Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 at a friend's house, and then I remembered how excited I was when I heard word about Sonic 06 first announced.
Back before those the good old naive days.
That
it's
was
actually
again.
Funny that you.
That was again guilty pleasure. That is the reason why I got an Xbox 360 was because I wanted it for that was the magazine I saw.
I think that's the reason why a lot of people got an Xbox 360.
Guilty.
I'm pretty sure it was 360. I think it was also a launch title for the PS3.
Yes, it was. But thank God we never played the PS3
believe so,
version.
no.
It was released later on PS3.
Either way, it was not optimized for PS3. Xbox 360 is definitively better. Take that for what you will. Please.
It's ironic.
Please
It's
don't.
ironic that the game. It's ironic that the game never got was poorly optimized for the PS3, considering the fact it actually didn't come out the same day the Xbox 360 version did.
Please, God, Sega, please grow a pair. Please release Sonic 06 on Steam so
suddenly
we can get
I'm
mods.
Knuckles.
Wow. But yeah, another thing I was about to say is that I don't know how many people know this, but did you know that Secret Rings was originally going to be a Wii port of 06?
Yes.
Or not.
Would you say that we got off lucky or
No.
not?
Well, whether we,
Because both
I was
of
about
them
to,
are horrible.
I was about to say that question, Logan, kind of depends on whether you, which one you consider is the worst of the two.
I kind of prefer Sonic 06. Secret Rings does not control well.
Yeah, no, and
Black Knight did a better job.
neither says Sonic 06, but here's also the thing of Sonic 06. I still think that game is absolutely amazing for being the greatest buggy game of all time.
Not quite. Now, people, I would say there have been games released in the last, in the last 5 years that can beat that title
Yes.
now. Back to you, James.
Well,
wait,
okay,
real quick.
okay, maybe-
Wait, hang on, Matt. James was saying something earlier. I gotta let him finish that. What was that, James? We were talking about Sonic
we were talking
06
about-
and Secret Rings and...
Yeah, we were talking about
I-
06
all-
v Secret Rings.
All I was gonna say really is that as much as while I do agree that 06 is honestly the more easier game to get into, I do at least appreciate Sonic and the Secret Rings for being far less pretentious.
Yeah, I was about to say, and honestly, something I'll chuck up to Secret Rings is that, like, while its control scheme is a little bit iffy, I do kind of admire how
hey,
between
Omelet.
the two I was about to say, I will give it credit that, like, I think out of all the third-party Wii games at the time, it felt like it was one of the more experimental ones with the motion controls, which is kind of a play as to why it kind of controlled off, but I'll give him the effort, I'll give him the badge for at least trying. That didn't really save Black Knight, though.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? In thinking about it, it's a good thing I had Mighty for this boss, because, you know, him having his hard shell means I don't have to worry about, you know, if I accidentally launch myself to these spikes.
Right.
Yeah.
That is really cool, though, that that almost seems broken in some cases, but I guess, again, pits he's got to be worried about still.
Oh, of course. Nobody can survive pits. Unless your name is Sly Cooper.
But yeah, but as I was saying earlier, sorry, I just finished my thought. Sega, Pro Pair, please release Sonic 06 on Steam so we can have mods of it.
Yeah, let the fans fix your fuck up.
I
Genuinely,
thought,
I think they would,
I,
but no,
I,
but-
I figured you were about to say, I figured you were gonna say
Ow!
Steam, I figured you were gonna say
Crow!
Steam, I initially thought you were gonna say release it on the Switch.
No.
I don't think
I
I don't think there's much to salvage if you put it on the Switch.
I have to give James credit. We've made it. Okay, I thought that was part of the foreground, but it was the background, thankfully. But yeah, I gotta give James credit. We've made it several
I was hoping to
stages.
switch to Ray in that
We've
moment.
made it
Ah, well.
several. We made it several stages, and he only just now lost a life. Truly.
Yeah. So, remember
Nice.
when this zone didn't get a transition? Well, here we are. We fly there via hang glider.
Whoa. Okay. Thank goodness we left the.
Oh, that there is a Game Gear reference, don't you know?
Yes, it is.
Thank goodness Eggman left these perfectly cartoon animal-shaped gliders ready. Okay, we're
Yep.
gonna take a break here.
Yeah. We'll see you all for the next part, folks.
Bye.
Bye.